Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what to talk about for today's video, and I'm trying to make a like legit video talking for at least 10 minutes straight. Cause I've been like doing you guys dirty. I'm not gonna lie. Like my videos have sucked. So like I gotta get back and upload longer videos. But for today's video, I'm just gonna give you guys 3 random stories. Story times. They're funny, I guess. So let's get into the first one. So I remember one time. This was in like high school. I think I was a sophomore or a junior, but essentially I was walking home from school, and like I was walking down this hill, and then randomly there's this like drunk guy like in front of me, like he's still far away, but he's like saying something, and as he got closer, he was saying, "You're so ugly, you're so like effing ugly," and I was like, "Yo, like what did I do to this guy?" Like I was so confused, like what, why is he saying this to me? What did I do? Like he had to be drunk, cause like I don't know what he's talking about. And we were like face to face, and he like tried to fake punch me. Like, he went like this, and I didn't really like move. I went like this maybe. Like I just looked at him because I was pretty cautious and I was pretty chill because I was just really confused. Sometimes in those situations where you look back and you're like, damn, like I actually handled that really well. I was just confused. I'm like, what did I do to this guy? I'm like looking around like, yo, do you guys see this? Like, what did I do to him? And yeah, he had to be off the perks or something. But that's the number one random story. It was pretty funny. Actually, it was kind of sad. I was just confused, but yeah, happily nothing happened. No one got beat up or anything like that. But yeah, it was very confusing, very random. Yeah, that's number one. Number two actually happened on the same place. So one time, so back in the day, I used to have this bike, and I'm not really good with bikes. Like I don't really know like how to fix a bike, like the what do you call it, the wheels or anything like along those lines. So I'm like very unknowledgeable about this type of stuff. And my bike was bad. Like the wheels were just completely like flat, and it was already a mountain bike, which is there's a big difference between a mountain bike and a normal bike, just because like after like 30 minutes or so or if you're biking for a long distance, you're gonna get tired much easier. And basically I biked near my school to play basketball with a couple of my friends, and then the way back my bike just sucked. But the issue was I was going down a hill, and usually when you're going down a hill, you just go on your bike and just go down the hill, right? Like it's pretty easy to do so. There's a difference between going up the hill where sometimes you don't want to bike it, so you just walk it. That's what I used to always do with my bike. But the problem with my bike was, and it's actually gonna relate to the third story, the random story. My bike's like brakes didn't work. So I was in situations beforehand where I like just went straight up down the hill, like not that hill, but just in other situations where like I had to stop my legs if it got serious, because I could have like risked my life. I could have just gotten hit by something. And that scenario, I was going down the same hill, and I just walked. I just straight up walked down the thing. And like when I was walking down the thing, like right here, like right like across, next to it was like a few houses or whatever. Like I think it's like those like townhouses or something, or like those houses are like cheaper because it is near the university. But there's essentially a few people who to me looked homeless. Maybe I'm wrong, but they were. I don't want to like be offensive when I say this, but they look dirty. I'm sorry if that's offensive, but I'm just saying how it is. But I think they were like smoking or something. I don't know what they're doing, but they were doing stuff, right? Like nothing much, but like it was you know what I'm trying to say, right? And I was walking down, and then the one guy, he just went off at me for no reason. He's like, "I've never seen this before. Like you fat as hell." Like he basically said like he's never seen someone have to walk down the hill. Like he understands that if I was going up the hill that I'm walking, but walking down the hill with a bike is crazy. He just violated me for no reason. And I didn't say anything. I pretend like I didn't speak no anglais. Je parle français. Et tu? Yeah, that's horrible. My French is not good. But et tu? Et toi? But yeah, that's the point. I just didn't say anything. I ignored him. But I was like, damn, like what did I do? Like it's not that deep. But he violated me. I'm not gonna lie. Like I was he had a point, not gonna lie. But yeah, like I didn't say it, but I literally didn't want to risk my life. That's why I walked down the hill. But it was random. Like, man, it's the same with the first story. Like sometimes, man, like people are very like crazy here in Canada. like there's a real homeless issue. I'm not saying like both of those stories dealt with homeless people because I don't know. I mean, the first person definitely was off something though. I think because you don't usually, I don't think in regular person just walking, across the street shouting and screaming for no reason, right? But yeah, man, like there's so many more stories that I could talk about, but maybe another day. And then the third story, it also happened on the same hill. Like this is crazy. 3 random stories at the same place. But basically, I'm on a bike. And this day, I probably had to be home at like 6 or something. And it's probably like 5:30. And I knew that I had to get home as soon as possible. So I went down the hill on my bike. I was riding it. And I was going fast. And it looked empty. Like there's no one in front of me, no cars or anything. It looked good. So I thought I was good. And then the next thing you know, I see a car. And it looks like it's turning this way. And I'm going down here. So I was like, in my head, I'm like, no way, I might actually hit this car. And basically, long story short, I like moved this way. Like I swerved it. But I forget where the car was coming from. But essentially, I couldn't go straight. So maybe it was turning. And I had to, basically I turned to the left. And you know when you're going really fast and you have to stop so you could actually make a turn? I was going really fast and had to make a turn. And you know how you have like the sidewalks or like the things where the people walk on? And it's like steep like this. Like you have to like actually take a step to be on it. And like cars park right here. You know what I'm trying to talk about? Like that thing that's like a bit like this. So if I'm going full speed on that, and I just go into it, I'm gonna fall on my bike. That's what I'm trying to say. Like I'm not just gonna get on top of it. At least another random story, real quick. One time, I forgot my lunchbox at school, so I was trying to bike to school, but I never biked to that school before. It was my middle school. I didn't know how to bike there, so I was just going off my memory when I go there with my school bus. Because back then we used to be driven by like a school bus driver, not like the regular like transit or whatever you call it. And I was going off my memory and I was going down where I lived, like down that hill. And I turned and it was the same bike. And I like hit the thing and I just fell into the bushes. Like there's a house right in front and like this random lady with her son saw me. But I fell out the bike. Like I fell and I was like embarrassed. And then I was like, nah, I'm not doing this. Like it was a little painful. So I just walked up the hill and went home. But yeah, that was pretty random too. I've had so many stories with bikes, man. Like my bikes have really like had me risk my life a couple of times, let's say, or almost get me injured. But yeah, so I made a turn and I was going too fast and I couldn't stop. And I don't know why I didn't use my legs, or maybe I did use my legs, but it was too late. But I made the craziest turn and I got so lucky because there's a car in front of me. Like I basically stopped, I turned, and I stopped and the car was like right here. And I actually got to stop before like hitting it or like there's so many things that could have ended up really badly. I'm sorry that I can't imagine a better image in your head, but it was crazy. And I was like, I think it was like adrenaline rush. Like at the time, I didn't know what to like feel. I was like, oh my God, that's crazy. Like this could have went so bad. I could have died. And I remember when I turned and I stopped and everything. I just look around. And there's this one guy just chilling there. And he saw that. And we just had a like small convo. I forgot exactly what he said. He's like, nice save or something. And I told him, yeah, my bike doesn't have brakes. Like I got so lucky. And then I just told him like, have a good day and stuff. And then I just biked home. But man, oh man, you know how badly that could have ended? Because the other story, which I just added another story into this video, when I was going down the hill, it wasn't even that like long of a hill, so I didn't really gain that much momentum, and I made a quick turn and I fell, and I wasn't going that fast and I still fell. Because even if you're not going that fast, when you're making a turn and you have the thing like the streets like this and you have like this and the bike, like you're gonna like fall like that, right? In that situation, it was a very, very long hill, or steep hill, right? Steep is the word. I was going like 10 kilometers per hour or something, like maybe 15. Like it was fast. And I don't know why I didn't use my legs. Maybe I did. Maybe that's why I stopped. I don't remember. but it was going so fast that if I hit the car, I would have hit the car and then just like jumped up and then like fell down and like broke my nuts or something. Or what also could have happened, I would have like went on the thing and then just like jumped out completely on the thing. Like, it could have been really bad. And the worst case scenario, there's another car there. Like there could have been a car there too. Like it was very stupid of me. But I survived. I'm right here alive. But yeah, that's for today's video. Just want to quickly, well, not quickly because it's been almost 11 minutes. Just want to talk about some random stories. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you very much. I appreciate the support. Like the video, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace, peace.